Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. And today I will be continuing my awards season coverage. Yes, the Oscars are like 6 months away, but ain't no stopping me. I'm going to be doing my extremely early Golden Globes nominations predictions. Now, I will be just focusing on the film side of the thing, because even though I haven't seen any of these movies yet, hardly, as far as the TV shows go, I probably won't see any of them by the time the award show rolls around, because I don't watch a lot of TV, so there's that. But I still like to, place my bets on Gold Derby for shits and giggles, even for the TV side. But today, like I said, I will be focusing on the films. I think the only two categories that aren't on here yet are the score and best song categories. Unless I'm missing one, I don't think I am. But as far as the score goes, you just watch my Oscar prediction video I just put out the other day. Copy paste that, probably, as far as the scores go. The songs, we'll have to wait for the official eligibility list, I guess you could say, and then they will be shortlisted after the fact, so those won't come around until a little later. But let's just scratch my forehead and jump right into this. So, Best Picture Drama we will be doing first. I have number one, just like I do for the Oscars one, The Fabelmans. These will be very similar for the most part. Number two, I have Women Talking. Number three, I have Tar. Number four, I have Top Gun Maverick in there. And number five, I have Elvis. And my cat's gonna walk on the keyboard. There you go, buddy. Top Gun probably will happen in Best Picture for the Oscars. Bohemian Rhapsody in Best Drama Picture and have it win somehow? They could at least get Elvis nominated, am I right? Before I go any further, though, let's just, discuss the elephant in the room, and that's the fact that the Golden Globes essentially didn't even happen last year. Yes, they had nominees, and they voted, and they gave out awards, but there was no award show because the whole hubbub with not having any African-American people in the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. They apparently have righted that wrong to the point where they feel comfortable doing a show again this year, which I'm happy about because I love movie award shows. They're essentially the only thing I actually watch on live television, but that's that. On to Best Actress Drama. Once again, honestly, with Michelle Yeoh not in this category, I find it hard to believe that Cate Blanchett will not be winning. Yeah, she's getting nominated for sure. Probably going to win. Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans. It's easier to get her to get in here than it is the Oscars. I have that Naomi Aki from I Want to Dance with Somebody in there, apparently. But I will not hesitate to take her out, because apparently that movie is nothing special. But once again, it just seems like a Golden Globe thing to do. Viola Davis for The Woman King. She's amazing in everything, so why not this? And then Danielle Deadwyler for Till. Seems like a guarantee. If she's going to get in at the Oscars, she should damn well get in at the Golden Globes. So I think you got 3 out of your 5 Oscar nominees right there. Best Male Actor in Drama. Once again, my number one is my boy Brendan Fraser for The Whale. Yeah, there's just no denying the fact that he's going to at least get nominated for every single award. And deservedly so, it seems like. So I'm super excited to see that. Honestly, I'm probably the most looking forward to that movie, just to see how great he is in it, from what I've heard. Even though the movie as a whole, some people are saying, isn't the greatest. Where were we? Bill Nighy I have in there again for that Living film. Hugh Jackman I have for The Son. I could see him dropping easily, depending on what else comes out later this year. Maybe Will Smith's movie will be undeniably great, and the Golden Globes will nominate him again, even after all the Oscar hubbub. Tom Cruise could easily get in at the Golden Globes, especially with the separated categories. And Austin Butler as Elvis will, once again, easily get in here, I would imagine. Next, we have Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. Number one, and more likely than not going to win, is Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's a comedy, and it's a damn good one. and it's a good dramatic comedy. Same goes for Banshees of Inisherin. That's my number 2. Once again, it has multiple acting nominees potentially. Glass Onion, this is the one show where it could get a Best Picture nomination very easily on top of its potential screenplay nomination. Number 4, I have Babylon. I guess that's a comedy. I mean, the movie looks funny in the trailer. It's just like a 3-hour-long comedy, I guess. But, so is Wolf of Wall Street, and that was one of my favorite movies of that year and of the decade, for that matter. And number 5 here, I have that Triangle of Sadness, which I've heard nothing but great things about. Really do want to see that one. And this is the perfect show to get it a big nomination. Given the separation of drama and comedy categories, they should easily be able to squeak in there, I think. Best Actress, Musical or Comedy, Michelle Yeoh. This is the one thing she should be guaranteed to win all year, in my opinion, is the Golden Globe for musical or comedy category. Because other than Margot Robbie, who I have at number 4 for whatever reason, her other more likely than not Oscar competitor, I should say, not a ton here that's a real threat. Sharabi Dean from Triangle of Sadness, I could very well see getting nominated. But I have Emma Thompson, because Emma Thompson's always great, and that movie got pretty good reviews. Leslie Manville, former nominee at the Oscars as well. I'm honestly just kind of following the crowd on this one. And Julia Roberts, I guess, for that Ticket to Paradise movie. Not a big fan of Julia Roberts, to be completely honest with you. I never have been. Here's a more interesting one. Musical or comedy actor. This here as well is a very easy win for Colin Farrell, I believe. So you'll have Brendan Fraser on the drama side, Colin Farrell on the comedy side, and those are the two that are going to go more or less head-to-head at the Oscars, it seems like. Unless something really weird happens, who knows. Daniel Craig for Glass Onion. He was nominated, I believe, for the original Knives Out, and he's hilarious in these movies, so why not again? Billy Eichner for Bros, he's hilarious, so I could definitely see him getting nominated for that. Diego Calva for Babylon, if it's in the comedy category, and he's an Oscar hopeful, then he should easily make it in here. And then Adam Driver for White Noise, which is apparently a really weird, long movie that will be on Netflix very soon, and as soon as it is, I will watch it. But no matter how bad the movie is that he's in, he's always amazing. Adam Driver is just an amazing actor, and I just want to see more of him. Supporting actress, yes. So here's where the Globes are weird. They only have 1 supporting category, but 2 lead categories. So this is like the Oscars where it combines them. I have Carrie Condon for the Banshees of Inisherin, who seems like everyone's talking her up, like I said before. I have both of the woman talking ladies in here, Claire Foy and Jessie Buckley. Janelle Monáe for Glass Onion. If she's going to get anywhere, it'll probably be here, even if she doesn't make it at the Oscars. And then I have Stephanie Sue for Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Gold Derby actually has Jamie Lee Curtis above Stephanie Sue, which I think is wrong. Not incorrect wrong, but just morally wrong. I would love to see Jamie Curtis get in. Now that I'm looking at this, Hong Chow is in there. She'll probably get in at the Oscars over Janelle Monáe, which is, I believe, who I predicted. Yeah, I might take Janelle. Unless that movie just gets raves as soon as it comes out, I have a hard time seeing Janelle Monáe getting anything above a Golden Globe nomination. Because it's a Globes thing to do. It's just a thing you say. It's very Globes. Supporting actor, I have Ke Huy Quan, again, at number 1 for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Then Brendan Gleeson, the actual Gold Derby site has them flip-flopped. But they're both getting in either way. I could see Brendan Gleeson winning at the Globes because either one is a great option, honestly. It's who do we award? The amazing comeback actor in a out-of-nowhere word-of-mouth hit of the year, or a actor who's super overdue for any award recognition on the film side of things? Brendan Gleeson. You can't lose on that one. Then you got Ben Whishaw for Women Talking, Paul Dano for The Fabelmans, and here I have Brad Pitt, along with everyone else, for Babylon. He does look like he's funny in the movie, but apparently there's some sort of scandalous behavior on his end going on, and the more things he gets nominated for, the more people will bring those up, and the harder he'll have a chance to actually get nominated further down the line. So I could just as easily see Judd Hirsch getting in here, or honestly anyone on the top 10. Tom Hanks for Elvis is under Judd Hirsch, which I find surprising. But if anyone's going to nominate Tom Hanks for Elvis, it would be the Golden Globes. Next, we have Best Director, Steven Spielberg, number 1 again on here. Then I have The Daniels for Everything Everywhere. Martin McDonagh in my top 5 here. Sarah Polley and Damien Chazelle. So I have Todd Field and Martin McDonough flip-flopped. The Globes seem more like they would go for Banshees over Tar in more categories, just because it's like, a fun, entertaining comedy, as opposed to this like long drama. I don't know. You never know. It could go either way. The Golden Globes have been surprisingly ballsy with their directing nominees lately. Like a couple years ago, we had the 3 women getting in for Best Director, which was, a first ever. So good for them for that. And then, then they fucked up and didn't have a show of the year after that. But anyways, screenplay. This is the weirdest category because they combine original and adapted into one category, and they are often wrong. Let's put it that way. Like Get Out, for example, I don't think was even nominated for screenplay at the Golden Globes, and then it ends up winning the Oscar, like things like that. Or you have a movie like Steve Jobs, which I personally really like, and I don't think a lot of people do, won the screenplay award at the Golden Globes and then wasn't even nominated at the Oscars with 10 nominees, if you want to look at it that way. So you never know. But Everything Everywhere All at Once seems like a shoe-in to get in. I have Women Talking, Banshees of Inisherin, Fablemans, and Babylon, which, like I said, is the same as the top 5. You have Glass Onion and Tar just under those. Same thing goes for The Whale. This is essentially, for the most part, the original screenplay category at the Oscars, with the exception of Women Talking, which is the likeliest of adapted screenplay winners, and the other 4 are all original. So it just shows you how much better the original screenplay category is this year specifically over the adapted one. But the original ones are always more fun anyways, which makes it even weirder that Get Out didn't get nominated for the Oscars. And I believe this is the last category we have today, animated feature. And I think I just essentially copied and pasted my ones from the Oscar one here. Pinocchio at number 1, Turning Red at number 2, Strange World at number 3, My Father's Dragon at number 4, and then I have Marcel with the Shell with Shoes On. It's a tongue twister. Gold Derby has Wendell and Wild at number 4 over Marcel, but like I said, I really did not like Wendell and Wild, and I could see it getting in. I could see the bad guys getting in at the Golden Globes just because they're weird with their animated nominees. They have Lightyear above the bad guys, but nobody fucking cared about Lightyear at all. Even Toy Story and Buzz Lightyear fans don't like that movie, it seems like. But that's it. It's an easy one. Hi, kitty. Not as many categories to go through, so I thought I'd burn through it pretty quick. I'll do a SAG Award one pretty soon, maybe tomorrow. And then a Critics' Choice one. That one will probably be one of the longer ones. Once again, I am Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe. What are your nominations? Predictions for all these shows, particularly the Golden Globes? Can they redeem themselves after shitting the bed last year? Let's find out. The thing that pisses me off most about them not being televised last year is that Andrew Garfield won for lead actor in a musical comedy, and he never got to have his speech on a stage moment that could have given him the chance to overtake Will Smith in his substantially better leading performance in Tick, Tick, Boom. But having said that, thank you for watching. Cat hair. And I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.